What is good, ladies and gentlemen? I have some 2K22 background gameplay for you. Today's video, we're going to be talking about a potential leak for upcoming DLC for 2K23. Now, there are two different rumored DLCs that are rumored to come out to the game. Most notably, I'll put the image up on the screen as we're going through it, with the first one being the Styling and Profiling Pack. This specific DLC is rumored to include Ric Flair, Tiffany Stratton, Elton Prince, and Kit Wilson, which are known as Pretty Deadly, Melina, Emma, and Trick Williams. Now, there's also an International Sensations Pack, which is rumored to include Dusty Rhodes, Isla Dawn, Mako Satomura, Joe and Mark Coffey, The Great Khali, Sion Quinn, and Carlito. Now, this one is the one that I feel like seems the most far-fetched. All the other ones seem a bit more viable, but this one just doesn't do it. Then there's the Heavy Hitters Pack. You have Scott Steiner, Ivy Nile, Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson, Bronson Reed, Mia Yim, Pat McAfee, and Tony D'Angelo. Now, this one seems a bit more viable because there are specific screenshots online that show an audience member wearing a Pat McAfee shirt. Although some people said he may only be in my faction, it could be rumored that he may be coming to the game as well. Now, there's also an Odd and Ends pack, which will include Candice LeRae, Wendy Chu, Ashante the Adonis, BFAB, and Top Dollar, also known as Hit Row, Johnny Knoxville, and Tori Wilson. Now, Johnny Knoxville is also another viable character that I've seen on a lot of different lists. He may be put into the game very, very soon. Then there's also the Mind Games pack. And the reason why this one is the most prevalent is because in the previous video that I made, they showed the Bray Wyatt logo behind potential DLC that they're going to talk about this upcoming Wednesday. And the Mind Games pack is rumored to include Bray Wyatt, The Fiend Bray Wyatt, Uncle Howdy, Joe Gacy, Victoria, and Mankind. Now, this seems a bit more viable. The only downside here is that they don't usually add this many women to DLC packs, so take this with a grain of salt. But there is one more rumored DLC list that I'd like to show you before we move on to the ratings. Now, this DLC pack has a lot of the same people with also additions of some new ones. Now, this one has official release dates to it as well, which is interesting. Well, not official release dates, but you know what I mean. The first pack is their backpack. Ashante the Adonis, BFAB, Bray Wyatt, Bronson Reed, Candice LeRae, Emma, Carl Anderson, Lou Gallows, Mia Yim, and Top Dollar. Now, I feel like Bray Wyatt in and of itself would be its own DLC pack, and the fact that The Fiend isn't on here is also incredibly strange. Not only that, but this one DLC pack has a lot of characters. So this is the one that I feel like, out of the two that I'm showing you, I feel like this might be the one that's a little bogus. There's also the Level Up pack, which is scheduled to come out May 22nd, 2023. And this one includes Andre Chase, Brooks Jensen, Channing Lorenzo, a.k.a. Two Stacks, or Stacks, Duke Hudson, Fallon Henley, Ivy Nile, Josh Briggs, Thea Hale, Tiffany Stratton, and Tony D. There's also a Legendary Stars pack, which the date is to be determined, and that would include Alicia Fox, Carlito, Dusty Rhodes, Jeff Jarrett, Michelle McCool, Summer Rae, The Great Khali, Tori Wilson, and Victoria. And then there's also former UK residents, Lyra Valkyria, Blair Davenport, Charlie Dempsey, Elton Prince, Isla Dawn, Kit Wilson, Mako Satomura, and Wade Barrett. Now, Wade Barrett was another person that they showed in another image in the background of Roman Reigns. So that was also a bit interesting to me. Now, obviously, these are rumored, right? They're up for interpretation. They're not even leaks. If they were, we would have already been on it.